Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to present our result of discussion today. And now we will present about archive as an absolute prerequisite in ISO 50489. Next. This is our content. Introduction, archive meaning by ISO. We use ISO 50489. Benefit record management requirement, design and implementation archive system, process and control management record, archive coverage, classification of business activities, and the last conclusion. Okay, next. Introduction. Let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Tiasarani Dumarta Septiawardani, and my partner is Arda Fatmasari and Fajar Fadila Darwanto. Next. Okay, then continue by Arda.
Archive meaning by ISO. The archive referred to in the International Organization for Standardization of familiarly called the International Standard Organization, abbreviated as ISO 4 Series 50489, is records management, not archive management. ISO 50489 entitled Information and Documentation Record Management, ISO 50489, consists of two books. ISO 50489 is a book volume 1 or part 1 containing general problems or general, and ISO 50489 is a book volume 2 or part 2 containing technical report problems. Next, we use ISO 50489. Organizations or individuals that have an interest in ISO 50489 by number 1, manager in organization, number 2, all staff in the organization, number 3, other individuals who have to have the work of creating or maintaining archive. For number 4, professional management in the field of archival information technology. Next, benefit record management. Records management determine the execution of business activities included in record management in the organization are: number 1, standard organizational discretion. Number 2, determination of authority and archival responsibility. Number 3, assign and deploy archival procedure and guides. Number 4, serve archive requests to management. Number 5, forming, executing, and noting the system specialty layout archive. Number 6, planning record management into business system and process, and other. Okay, then continue by Jaisarani.
Record management requirements. Number 1, principle of record management program. Records are created, preserved, and used for business activities. To meet this objective, organization must meet the prerequisites for the completeness of the record management program, which include A. Determine what records should be created in each business process and what information is needed to fulfill the completeness of the records. B. Deciding what archive format and structure should be created. C. Determines what metadata should be created with the archive and how to keep the metadata continuously linked to each other. A D determines the requirements for recovering files or file in progress to other use and how long to keep to meet their needs. E determine how to organize archive to super activities. Number 2 is archive characteristic. A. General. For example, recall must have link to or relate to metadata in document complements for transactions. The archive contains three things. One, structure. Archive format has a relationship between element and contents. Two, context. The content created, reservoirs and used must be clearly in the archive. Three, connect among other documents. B, original. The original is the one that can be used creatively such as 1. Can know what is content. 2. Can be created or sent by the person concerned. 3. Can be known when the archive. C. A proven archival is one whose contact can be trusted with high accuracy and transaction activities or fact that can be shown to be related to successes, transaction, or activities. ND, fullness. Archival integrity refers to a single archive that is protected for illegal alteration. And the last, E, easy to use. Files that are easy to use must be known where they are stored, easy to refer, easy to prefer, easy to present, and easy to read. Okay, next slide. The next, design and implementation archive system. The strategy for implementing the archive system must include the following. 1. Archive design system. 2. Archive document system. 3. Conducting archive management training. 4. Change the archive to the system, new archive format and controls. 5. Setting standard and measure of archive performance. And 6. Determine the retention period or GRA. Okay, continue by Fajar.
Process and control management records. First determine document that can be processed in the archival system. Number 2, determine how long archives are stored. A. Bringing together business need now and in future. B. Protecting legal needs. B. Enforcing regulations that are applied to archives for the specific nature of business activity with documentation, understanding, and copying. C. Bring together current and future need for internal and external stakeholder. Next, archive coverage. The archival system must include first, the existence of relationship between the archive, the creator, and the main business context. Second, the place where the archive is stored and its relationship to the archival system relates to other activities. Next, classification of business activities. First, connecting between accumulated individual archive for continuous archival activities. And number two, ensure archive is in a consistent way. And number three, assist in the rediscovery of archive. Number four, provide security protection for unified archive access. And number five, allocate archive user requests for a job access to the main archive group. Number six, distributing responsibilities for group management of archive main. Number seven, distribute archive for work. Number eight, provide a consistent GRI or jadwal retensi arsip. Next, and the last conclusion, the implementation of ISO 15489 is the archive supervisory agency for companies organization that they have received certification. So there is a mechanism of control over in its implementation, whether the certification level can be maintained, raised, or lowered. However, before the company organization get certified, it must carry out archival program training and how to treat archive, higher skill and specific system to be run. Okay.
Okay, this is the end of our group presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.